Hi, I'm Ann Dillemuth, AICP, Senior Research and Professional Practice Associate at APA, and I'd like to talk to you today about the AICP Criteria Essay requirements from the reviewer's perspective. To become an AICP certified planner, applicants with the required amounts of educational and professional experience must take the AICP exam, but they must also write 3 essays that demonstrate how their professional experience aligns with 3 criteria established by the AICP Commission that define the work of professional planners. All essays are evaluated, first by a team of APA staff reviewers, and then by a team of volunteer peer reviewers, all AICP certified planners, to determine whether the applicant is approved or denied. I'm part of that team, and every year, we deny up to 1/3 of applicants because of their written essays. This is usually not because these applicants lack eligible experience. It's because they have not written about their experience in a way that meets the criteria requirements. So today, I'd like to go over the criteria from the essay reviewer's point of view, so you know what we are looking for, and you have a better understanding of how to write successful criteria essays. The first criterion asks you to show how you have demonstrated a professional level of responsibility and resourcefulness while applying a planning process appropriate to the project or situation. This criterion is about planning process. For this essay, reviewers are looking for 3 main points. The first is process. Does the essay describe a complete, multi-step planning process, described step by step? The second is responsibility. Does the applicant explain their personal role in the process? And are they applying professional planning responsibilities rather than pre-professional or administrative actions? The AICP Guide Part 1 provides a list of examples of professional planning responsibilities, so be sure to review that list. The third is resourcefulness. Does the essay show how the applicant used personal initiative, special professional knowledge, technical skills, or any other indicator of resourcefulness? So to sum up, your first essay should emphasize process, responsibility, and resourcefulness. The second criterion asks you to show how you evaluate multiple impacts to a community when implementing professional planning tasks. This essay is about thought process and big picture thinking. Do you think about the many possible impacts, good and bad, a project or plan could have on your community? And do you work to make sure your community benefits from these changes? For this essay, reviewers are again looking for 3 main points. The first is multiple impacts. Does the essay identify multiple specific potential consequences of the project the applicant is describing? Again, check the AICP Guide Part 1. It offers a list of the types of impacts you might want to talk about. The second is thought process. Does the applicant talk about how they considered those different impacts and addressed those considerations where necessary in their work? We're not looking for the application of procedure here. This essay should be about how you think about your planning work and its potential impacts to the community. The third is effects on the community's quality of life. Does the essay show that the applicant's thought process informed their work and resulted in the protection of, or improvements to, the community's quality of life? Criterion 2 seems to be the toughest for applicants, so be sure you're focusing on multiple impacts, your thought process, and the community's quality of life. The third criterion asks you to show how you have influenced public decision-making in the public interest. This essay is about helping to guide decision-making by officials in ways that serve the public interest. How have you, or how has your work, affected decision-making by officials in ways that will benefit the public? For this essay, the reviewers are again looking for 3 main things. The first is influence. Does the essay show that the applicant, either by directly interacting with officials or through indirect work, has successfully influenced a decision that was made. The second is the decision itself. Does the essay clearly describe a decision made by elected or appointed officials? A lot of Criterion 3 essays are denied because the applicant never talks about a decision. The AICP Guide Part 1 does include a list of sample decision points, so make sure to review that if you're unsure. The third is public interest. Does the essay describe how the decision that the applicant influenced served the public interest? So, in summary, your third essay should cover influence, the decision, and the public interest. Finally, I highly recommend that you review the AICP Guide Part 1, which I've mentioned several times. The guide provides guidance on the criteria essays, including general tips, essay instructions, do's and don'ts, and examples of different elements you may wish to include in your essays. The guide also offers a checklist you can use to help make sure that your essays meet all the criterion requirements. Thanks for listening, and good luck on your path to AICP certification.